EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. William Jackson. He's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least
33-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, 33 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The kick is good.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Bengals 7, Steelers nothing. Matthew McCrane set to kick.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Push him back. 24 is the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Shit. Regular.
To throw, it's Brady. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now 3rd and 10.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Move. Alert. Hold 50. 24 is the mic. I don't even know why this team's showing Alabama.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Number 28, Joe.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Complete to number 7.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
On first down, it's Hines. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Throwing now is Brady. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone, ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Set to return it. Here's Turner. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Bengals.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Steelers' 33-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And all the way down to the 5.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening that he's right.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Hines. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Steelers 7.
On 3rd down, Hines. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Out to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 51 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Steelers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Good. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Play action. It's Burrow. Able to find Turner. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Complete.
A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. Bengals are able to grow their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Bengals 28. Steelers 14. Matthew McCrane set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Here's Hines. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
20, take that. 180. 180.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They run with Hines. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Brady to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Watch the screen. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Joker. Safe. Mike's 59.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Matthew McCrane set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Taking it about the 1.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Looking for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
3 down, 3 down. 24 is the mark. Hey, tight. Sugar. 24 is the mark. He's timing in.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Bates on the coverage.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Hey, we got 3 down.
The final shot before half for Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll return it from the 6. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into...
And got his man complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady, and incomplete on the deep ball. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The pass underneath, here's Hines with it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
The ball carrier.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 12-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Nyheim Hines, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, where we are, but sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
A gain of 12.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Joe Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Ball carrier.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd and 1, Burrow getting this into the hands of Turner. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It's a gain of 6.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4-yard line.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Quick throw complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
To C.J. Uzomah.
C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Brady now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
You got 3. You got to go.
Throwing again. Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, Hines. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 65, 65, 65. Hey, ball 66. 54. Easy.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 3 on the
sudden here, it's third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, McFarland. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
59, mark, check, 59. And here we go, watch the pass.
Brady now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the
Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Oh, he stays up. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Jesse Bates.
Looks like they went for the combo play on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
24 is the mic. And let's get this, Hey, 66. 24 is the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 24 is the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. 24.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That's good.
As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, now Brady. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Stephon Tuitt. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, 55 yards. Are able to grow their lead.
The extra point
turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
46-yard line.
Check. 57. Mike, 57. Let's go. Ozzy. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. 57 the mark.
On 1st down, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you.
And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
56. Steelers 36.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Cincinnati, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.